This is meteorologist Jordan Ambrose giving you another tropical update. Now, potential tropical cyclone 9 is now tropical storm Helene. Winds are now around 45 miles per hour. We have a couple players. This front will become very important over the next few days. Also, this tropical storm, now tropical storm John, will actually play a factor as far as shear and outflow, and this will affect the track, the intensity, and also the impacts that we can see across the wiregrass. So here's some new current information about Helene. Right now, like I said, a 45-mile-per-hour tropical storm. Forecast to become a Category 1 hurricane and eventually make a turn further to the north and then eventually the northeast. Dothan still in the cone of uncertainty. Panama City is as well. Now, the cone has kind of shrank a little bit, really between Panama City and now near the Big Bend of Florida is kind of where everything is honing in. Now, what we need to watch is there's some tropical storm warnings now for the Florida Keys and also some hurricane watches near Tampa. So we're going to have to watch that. But now moving to the northwest at 12 miles per hour. And some of the important key factors I'm going to mention is the track, the intensity, and also certain scenarios that could play out. So I'm going to answer a few of you guys' questions in 1 second, but I'm going to show you every single thing that could possibly happen over the next few days and over the next 24 hours. So currently we're looking at those tropical storm watches, and this also includes Panama City and just to the east of Destin, Florida. Those hurricane watches extend from the Tallahassee all the way to the west of Gainesville through Tampa, Sarasota, and just near Cape Coral. Now, we do have the few possibilities. As of right now, the consensus does look like 4 to 6 inches of rain will be possible across the wiregrass. 3 to 4 inches of rain for our western counties. As you go further down to your south, even 7 to 8 inches of rain isn't off the table for areas near Tallahassee. So flood alerts are now in store for all of the wiregrass. Starts for your Wednesday night, doesn't end all the way up until 7 a.m. Looks like the storm is tracking a little slower than expected, which means that we will see impacts a little later than expected. But that doesn't mean that things still won't happen earlier than what you think. It's going to be a very large storm. The National Hurricane Center said this storm will be in the 90th percentile for strength and size, which means it will be a very large storm, which means impacts will be felt earlier, way before the center even makes it to land. So here's another look. You can tell that it's strengthening. The center is actually right here. The center is actually somewhat exposed, slowly making its way to the northwest. But what's very important is we have to see exactly where does this go. If it treks further to the west and possibly make landfall near Cancun, it could track further west. If it moves up to the north a little faster than expected and tracks for closer to Cuba, then the track will go further east, which is good. So we have to really focus on where this center goes over the next really 12 to 24 hours. So tracks could change, but here's 2 scenarios that could play out. As Helene gets its act together, it will slowly move to the north, the western track, widespread rainfall. I think widespread rainfall will be the story regardless, but if it does take a further western track, we could see damaging winds and more of a large-scale type of impact. So as it moves north for your Wednesday, starting to even get some rain associated with the cold front to above. You remember I said that was important, and then it will slowly move to the west and then slowly move north. As you can see, the center stays to the west side of the cone, a deluge of rain, and then we'll be possibly on the north side for at least a brief moment, which means that we could see maybe the small possibility of severe weather if that track does verify. Now I'm going to show you the western scenario, the eastern scenario. The eastern scenario stays on the east side of the cone or even near the center of the cone. It looks like heavy rainfall would still be an issue. We're still going to see heavy rainfall regardless. Like I said, 3 to 6 inches does look like the biggest possibility. It will be less windy though, which means that we'll have more minor impacts rather than moderate to significant impacts. So what I mean by minor impacts, maybe some scattered power outages, maybe a few downed trees. That's if it takes more of that eastern side of the cone. So we're going to watch this and see what happens over the next 24 to 48 hours, really 24 hours, because we'll know if it really gets closer to Mexico or if it just splits that gap right in between the Yucatan Peninsula and Cuba. So for your planning today, I think today, get your batteries, get your flashlights, get a weather radio just in case. One thing I will say, you will always need it just in case for next year. So if you get materials and you don't need them this time, you have them for next year. You don't have to go out and buy anything. So mostly clear skies today, but don't let today fool you. Once we get closer to Wednesday night into Thursday, that's when, like I said, things will change. So I think conditions will begin to start going downhill, especially for your Wednesday and Thursday, and rain chances will eventually go up. So if you guys have any questions, I know that was a lot of information at one time. I'm going to answer any questions that you guys have and also any scenarios that could play out. Do you know where I can get sandbags? Yes, to answer that question, Home Depot typically does sell sand. Sometimes if you go to Walmart, the garden section sells sand, and sometimes you have to do maybe those DIY sandbags where you have to get like some type of sack or some type of cloth and then fill it up with sand, and that's where you can get that from. So yes, but I'm going to show you guys the current satellite and radar. I'm actually going to show you just a little bit of the presentation of the storm and why we think that it could be strengthening a little bit sooner and what we're seeing currently. So what we're seeing right now is you can see the center of the storm right here. But what happened was at first it was mostly convection on the eastern side. Even though the center is now exposed, you can see some lightning trying to fire up, and you're also trying to see some interaction from land, which means that thunderstorms are trying to wrap around the center. And once that happens, that means that this core will get tighter, then it will begin to strengthen a little bit faster than expected. Now, winds are only around 45 miles per hour, but like I said, where this center tracks, if it goes further this way, a western track is more possible. If it goes further up north and splits in between this gap, even though it doesn't look like a huge difference, this is about a 60 to 80 mile difference, maybe even 100 miles between Cancun and Cuba. And we're going to have to see, because this track to the west or track to the east will be extremely important to see where things eventually go. So if you live in a flood prone area, I think bare minimum, we're probably going to see some flooding issues. I know areas in Henry County, Pike County, and even eastern portions of Houston County have seen some flooding over the last really week or two, about 2 weeks ago. So we're going to have to see regardless. I think that we could see maybe some isolated, maybe even more than isolated, some scattered flash flooding, especially in those flood prone areas. Now, I do think as far as wind impacts, I think that, for example, for eastern portions of the Wiregrass, I think we're probably going to see wind gusts at least tropical storm force. Now, if it shifts further west, that could be the difference between tropical storm force winds and hurricane force winds. Now, we're not forecasting that for right now, but I think wind gusts at least of tropical storm force will be possible. Again, that will cause minor impacts, more like scattered power outages, and also maybe the possibility of some downed trees across the area, especially the closer you are to the center, which is for the eastern side. Now, just because you live in areas like Coffee and Dale County, which is a little bit further to the west, rain will still be an issue. Wind should be just a little bit less, not too much, maybe 5 to 10 miles per hour less as far as wind gusts, but the same threat will be the same. But I think Houston, Early, and also Henry County have the biggest threat for seeing some of those stronger winds and also some of the heavier rain. So rain as of right now, and winds could be a minor to maybe moderate impact, but I think rain, that's why we're under that flood watch beginning for your Wednesday night going into your Friday morning. As far as time frame, I'm going to go through time frame, and I'm also going to address some other comments in a second. So as far as time frame, the GFS is trending faster. This is what our Barron model thinks. So our Barron model is showing more of your rain starting for your Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. But some of that is associated with the cold front. But you can see some of those very outer rain bands trying to make its way in for your Wednesday night. And then as we get closer to your Thursday and your Friday, that's when conditions really start to go downhill. So early Thursday morning is probably when you start seeing that consistent heavier rainfall and lasting all the way up until Friday. Now the GFS is a little faster. GFS has slowed down a little bit, but showing conditions going downhill mainly around Thursday morning and continuing that way all the way up until possibly your late Thursday going into your Friday night. Now, addressing the comments as far as Ozark. If you live in Ozark, now you're further out to the west, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you won't see any rain. I think regardless, we're going to see widespread rainfall. Here's Ozark. This is for Tuesday going into Wednesday. Still no rain, but then we're going to see some rainfall as we get closer to your Wednesday afternoon from that cold front. More rain, then that widespread rainfall begins to come in for your Thursday going into your Thursday night into Friday. We're going into your Thursday morning. You see that deluge of rainfall will eventually try to push into the wiregrass for your Thursday morning. And even if I show you the GFS model, which is even a little further east of what we're thinking, I'm actually going to take this model out just a little bit farther out for you guys. Regardless, Thursday at 12, if this model verifies, we'll still be seeing rain in Ozark Thursday at 12. Again, highly dependent on the track and the speed. Same thing from the GFS. Even if it's further east, I do think regardless, we're going to see widespread rainfall and heavy rainfall regardless across the wiregrass, no matter where, if you're in Ozark, Enterprise, or Geneva County. I think the biggest difference will be wind impacts. Now, as far as the Panhandle, the comment saying looks like the Panhandle will be in the clear. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. The reason I say that is the National Hurricane Center has something called the cone of uncertainty. The cone of uncertainty is basically where the track error could go. So what you're seeing right now is the cone of uncertainty. And right now, the center of the cone is closer to the Tallahassee area. But at the same time, you see some panhandle areas like Panama City. They're in the cone of uncertainty, which means that it's not a guarantee, but the possibility as of now. It's still too early to determine exactly if the center goes, I'm going to step back on the screen, for this far west, or it can go as far east as Gainesville, Florida, which would be better for us. So this is why I said everybody is not out the clear yet. Now, maybe Mobile might be out the clear, but they could still see some rain. And impacts are well outside of the cone. It will be raining in Mobile. It will be raining in Pensacola. It will be raining in Crestview and Destin. Now, the impacts might be less, but at the same time, the possibility is still there anywhere between Panama City and now Gainesville, Florida, that this could make landfall in this area. Now, I do not want anybody to get worried. I tell people to be prepared. This is not a situation to necessarily be over worried about, but to be prepared about. Make sure, again, batteries, also weather radio and other things, that's what you need to get for now. Again, the main concern for me that I'm seeing right now is 4 to 8 inches of rain in some spots, which would be bad, especially for areas in our eastern counties. But like I said, Ozark and Geneva County and also portions of Coffee and Dale County, not out the clear for heavy rainfall either. Heavy rainfall will be the story across all of the wiregrass. Now, wind impacts, that is still to be determined because that's dependent on the track. A further western track would mean higher wind impacts. Now, a further eastern track would mean more minor wind impacts. So that's the main difference. So we just have to watch these little wiggles to the west and the east, and the more confidence we get over the next 24 hours will greatly depend on the track. And we're going to keep you guys updated. We're going to have an evening update. We're going to have an update tomorrow. We're going to have an update tomorrow evening. So no need to be worried. We're going to keep you guys updated every single step of the way. But no, the Panhandle is not out of the risk just yet. And as far as Geneva County, and I'm going to address this for all of the wiregrass. When it comes to Geneva County, Coffee County, Dale County, all of our western counties. What I'm saying is that you will still get rain. You will still get some strong winds. Winds could be at least between 30 and 40 miles per hour. I think that's the bare minimum, sometimes between 30 and 40. I think in some spots further out to our west, you can maybe see 40, 50, maybe even 60 mile per hour wind gusts. I think that's not out the realm of possibility either. But I think the further the west you go, the less your impacts will be unless this shifts further to the west. The further west this track goes, the worse the impacts will be. So we're going to watch this. Like I said, it's very important. But as of right now, I do expect all of our counties to see heavy rainfall between 3 to 6 inches, possibly 4 to 8 inches for our eastern counties. Western counties, 3 to 6 inches, still some gusty winds. And again, if you get gusty winds and you already got 4 to 8 inches of rain, it doesn't take much for at least those old, weakened, and dead trees to come down. So we're going to watch this, like I mentioned. No need for too much concern, but just be prepared. Like I said, if you live in a flood-prone area, or if you live in an area with a lot of trees, just make sure that you guys have everything secure. If you have any outdoor things, you have any really fall things, you're putting up Halloween decorations, bring that inside for the next couple of days. It's going to be breezy, it's going to be gusty, and we could be dealing with a potential hurricane making landfall, like I said, somewhere between Gainesville at the farthest west, at the farthest east, and Panama City as the furthest west. Right now, this is the middle ground. So in this situation, what I'm talking about is if this forecast verifies and it's more in the middle ground, our impacts will be heavy rain and very gusty winds, but not gusty enough to be widespread. And if you guys have any more questions, because we're going to get ready actually for WDH in daytime within the next really 10 minutes. So I'm going to stay here for about till 10:50. If you guys have any more questions, I'll be more than welcome to answer any of those to ease you guys' worries. But I have to get ready for daytime around 10:50. Helene and Abbeville. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you guys the rainfall map. This is what I think. I don't want anybody to be caught off guard. This is what I think the biggest threat will be regardless. If you live in Eufaula, Dothan, Donaldsonville, Early County, and even to the eastern part of Geneva County. This is what the Weather Prediction Center is predicting, around 4 to 6 inches of rain. Isolated spots up to 8 inches of rain. Now, if you live in the western portions of the Wiregrass, maybe like Ozark, Geneva County, and also near Coffee County, 3 to 4 inches of rain, but isolated spots could see maybe 5, 6, maybe even 7 inches of rain. So this is more of the widespread count. So 3 to 4 inches of rain possibly, 4 to 6 for portions of our eastern portions of the Wiregrass, and 7 to 8 further down. Track dependent, that's the main thing, track dependent. This will change over the next 12 to 24 hours. That's why we're doing these updates. This will change, so this could go further up, this could go further down. So stay with us every single step of the way. That's the reason why I say that. This track is just for now. Yesterday we saw some changes, today we're seeing some changes. We're gonna continue to see changes, and that's just a part of these hurricanes. They wiggle, they wobble, they go certain ways. They have very different tracks, and they have very different things that they do that greatly affect people's impact. Same thing for Cottonwood. Cottonwood, 4 to 6 inches, 3 to 4 inches as you get closer to Elba and Enterprise, 7 to 8 inches as you get closer to the Tallahassee area near Quincy. That's what we're looking at as of right now. So I will get off this live in a very second. It's about 10:50. We're gonna go on WDH in daytime in about 10 minutes. Watch WDH in daytime. We're gonna have further updates. We're gonna have weather pops. We're gonna have everything so you guys can stay safe. I want you guys to stay safe. Just continue to watch the weather and have a great day.